Hi, I'm Adam from Referral Factory. Listen, most advice about referral marketing in finance is theory, written by people who've never seen inside a real program. We have. Finance businesses run their referral programs on our platform every day. So instead of giving you theory, we went into the data. We looked at real programs running right now at a retail bank, a pensions firm, an insurance brokerage, a B2B payments fintech, and an enterprise finance group to find out what the best ones do differently to make referrals one of the best customer acquisition channels available to them. Some of what we found surprised us, including one program that got gamed by syndicates and the clever way they designed that fraud out. So here are 4 findings backed by real numbers. Before we get into it, let's talk about why referrals hit harder in finance than in almost any other industry. Finance sells trust, not products. 54% of people say trust is the #1 factor when they choose a financial provider, and nothing transfers trust like a recommendation from someone you know. That's why word-of-mouth marketing has always outperformed in finance. A customer referral program simply turns that word of mouth into something you can track and grow. This has actually been measured. A peer-reviewed study of a bank's referral program published in the Journal of Marketing found that referred customers were worth around 25% more, stayed more loyal, and the program returned roughly 60% ROI. The reason? Well, it's simple. Referred clients arrive already trusting you. That's the case on paper. Now, here's what the real programs taught us. Finding #1 showed up in every single program we looked at. The best finance referral programs reward a verified milestone, not a click and not a sign-up. Take a pension advisory firm whose program runs on Referral Factory. The referrer gets £200 and the friend gets a free financial review. But here's the important part. Nothing pays out until the friend completes that review and returns a signed letter of authority. A real client verified. The results speak for themselves. Nearly half of their referred leads go on to become clients. An insurance brokerage running their referral program on Referral Factory does the same thing, except their reward trigger is a booked advisor review rather than a sale. They convert at 75%. In other words, of every 4 referred leads, 3 become paying customers. Rewarding a milestone protects your lead quality because nobody gets paid for junk signups. It also keeps compliance happy because your referral tracking software records a verified outcome with a full audit trail. What you can legally reward in financial services is a big enough question that we've given it its own video, which is linked down below. So, remember this phrase when you're pitching a referral program to your team. We'll only reward the referrer when the lead they send us reaches a verified milestone. This is what differentiates the successful referral programs in the finance sector. Finding #2, the programs that scale make referring part of the product itself, so it shows up in every customer interaction. Think of the nudge to refer sitting inside the banking app, on the account dashboard, or in the monthly statement email, rather than on some separate page nobody ever visits. One digital bank, whose program is powered by Referral Factory, made referrals roughly 20% of all their new account openings. That's 1 in 5 new accounts. And they did it by putting the program inside the app, where the customers already were. The takeaway here is simple. A referral program only works if your customers actually see it. So weave it into the experience they already have with you. So a customer's referral link is never more than just a tap away. And whether that's in the app, the portal, the branch, or the advisor conversation. Finance has more customer touchpoints than almost any other industry. So use them. Finding #3 is the one most programs learn the hard way, and it's called referral fraud. If a reward is worth having, someone will try to game it, so you need to design your program for that from day one. A B2B payments fintech, also running on Referral Factory, has turned thousands of small business owners into referrers, and close to 1 in 5 of the businesses they refer goes on to become an active paying customer, which is well ahead of what paid ads deliver in their market. But an earlier version of their program paid out too early. before the referred business had to show any real ongoing activity, and so people gamed it. They would sign up, push through one quick transaction to qualify, collect the reward, and never touch the product again. The company ended up paying out more than the referral was worth. The fix came in two parts. The first was a real milestone. The reward now only pays once the referred business is genuinely active, with real transactions processed. The second was a fraud screen before payout using the fraud prevention built into Referral Factory. For example, the platform records the IP address of every referred lead the moment they sign up. So before any reward goes out, they can spot when dozens of different referrals are all coming from the same place. Finding number 4, the best programs size the rewards to the product. Across the finance referral programs running on Referral Factory, rewards range from $25 for a checking account all the way up to $1,000 for a mortgage or wealth client, because the reward should match the lifetime value of what's being referred. Most of these programs are also double-sided, meaning the referrer and the friend both get rewarded. That design matters, because when there's something in it for their friend, your customer isn't acting as your salesperson, they're doing their friend a favor. That's the psychology this whole channel runs on. People share when they have something worth offering because it earns them social capital. And in finance, that something doesn't have to be money off. Use my link and get a free consultation with my advisor. Beats $200 off. Every time. That said, in some regulated lines like insurance, you're not always allowed to reward both sides, and a single-sided program can still win. What you can offer and where is covered in another separate video linked down below. So, those are the 4 things the best finance referral programs do differently. They reward a verified milestone. They build the program into the product where customers can see it. They design out referral fraud from day one, and they match the reward to the appropriate product. And if you're wondering whether getting all of that right is, well, worth the effort, here's the answer. Done properly, referrals are one of the most cost-effective, highest converting customer acquisition channels available to a finance business. In financial services, paid acquisition averages around $653 per lead. Qualified leads cost several times that, and finance paid channels convert at roughly 2%. Now, put that against everything you've just seen. Nearly half of the referred leads converting in pensions advice, over 40% at an enterprise B2B finance group with tens of thousands of advocates, 3 and 4 in insurance. Every one of those programs runs on Referral Factory. That's not an improvement on paid advertising, it's a different economy category altogether, and it works because referred leads arrive already trusting you. If you're wondering whether you're even allowed to run a referral program or how you track a referral when there's no checkout, we answer both in the videos linked down below. And when you're ready to take the next step, we know that in finance it's never as simple as swiping a credit card or switching on a new tool. There are compliance checks, data questions, and sign-offs to get through, and we help finance businesses through that every day. So, book a demo with our team using another link below, and we'll walk you through exactly how a referral program would work for your business.